Hi everybody. Oops. It's Fussy Baby Boy, and today we are celebrating. And we're celebrating with some watermelon slices. And there's one for Ted and one for Big Bunny over there. I'm gonna go get mine. Doop doop. Boom. There they are. It's so good. I love watermelon. So what we are celebrating today is that I have hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, and kind of a big achievement for me, which is more subscribers than I've had in like my other regular channels all the years they've been up for music and everything else. So I've surpassed that in like a couple of months. And also within the past couple of months I kind of really got active on Instagram and Twitter, and I've just been putting myself out there. So first I want to thank everybody for subscribing and supporting me, and I hope I've supported you in some way with my videos and with my content, and that you have enjoyed them and are going to continue to get good stuff out of them, because I plan on keep putting things out there. So also with 100 subscribers, and I guess now that there's somebody to actually listen, perhaps this would be a good time to tell you a little more about me, why I'm here, or how I got here, and you know, what's been going on in my life. So I don't want to be too dramatic, but a little drama's involved. The past 18 months or so of my life have been kind of crazy. December 2019, I was forced out of my long-term job of 13 years, and I felt very slighted and underappreciated there, and I just decided it was time to go, and I did that. And it was a very big step for me, because I'm not someone who's terribly good with change. I tend to just, you know, fall into stuff and stick with it, because I'm afraid to change. Oops. Turn those alerts down. But so that happened, and around the same time there were some major family issues that arose, and it involved, well, a lot of hectic situations and travel and the state and medical people and police and things like that. So that was not very pleasant either, and took a lot of energy away from me. Then in February 2020, my doggy, my Chihuahua, Mr. Fidget, I had to put him to sleep, and it ended up being Valentine's Day that was the day, and I felt like I waited a little too long to do that, and so that was very painful to me. Then soon after, COVID really rolled in, and we all experienced that, and the shutdown and changes and isolation, and I didn't see my lady friend for again until late May or so, and that sort of put a strain on our relationship, which was apparent. And by the time November rolled around, November 2020, my about 7-year relationship ended. So I was feeling pretty kicked around by then, kicked around by life, and I trudged on, and I had trouble finding work. I'm kind of cobbling stuff together. But to go on, then my other little doggy, Edwin, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. my other little doggy, Edwin, was sick, and he was 15, and I put him down in. I put him to sleep in May, and it wasn't. The procedure did not go as that type of procedure is supposed to go. I'll just say that, and that was a pretty heavy image in my head, and still is. And around then, and just so much had happened that I just sort of decided that I'm getting too old and to not fully engage and enjoy this very special part of me. And I just said, the heck with it, I'm putting myself out there. I started putting photos up with my face and full body up on Instagram. I set up this YouTube channel. I opened a Twitter account. I even opened a premium content account, which I started producing materials for. And I'm just putting myself out there fully. You know, I don't have a billboard with my like real name on it, but short of that, I'm out as, you know, a little and an ABDL and things like that. And it's been very liberating for me, and it's been good for me, and it's given me confidence which I did not have before at all. Just to do it, just the process of putting myself out there is giving me a great confidence, and I feel like my life is starting to turn around a bit. I also really upped my photography skills, and I've been getting somewhat acknowledged for that. And I've actually gotten a job as a photographer coming up soon. I can't mention where because you know, this is still a you know, a specialty matter, is it not? And so that occurred, and through Instagram, like, just I started making really genuine friends through that outlet. In fact, early on, and remember, there's only like 2 months, a little over 2 months that I've been out there. I've had 2 different people paint me. They're like made paintings and illustrations of me, and it's just been shocking. And this one was the first one, and it's, oh, there's supposed to be 2 in here. Oh, they are. This was the first one that was someone did of me. Obviously, it's a printout on cotton rag. It's pretty amazing, and it made me feel so great. And actually, the strange thing about this one is the scarf. This is tiger.tyke on Instagram. His casual name is Pamper Pappy, but he's tiger.tyke, and he does all this really wonderful ABDL and sort of gay-oriented artwork also. And it's just so cute, and he has a really great sense of humor. But he drew me with a scarf as an artist, kind of based on one of my poses in a photograph, and that's where I got the idea, like, oh man, the scarf's pretty cool, and that's where the scarves come from. So that's tiger.tyke, and I think we're at least acquaintances now, if not somewhat internet buddies. I don't want to say we're like close friends or anything yet, but he's a pal, most definitely. And then, this was Eva, who lives, let's just say, she lives across the ocean. She likes to keep her locale somewhat close to the chest, so she lives on the other side of the Atlantic. And she made this one based on a different pose of mine. And this all happened with, like, in a couple weeks, 2 different people wanted to paint and draw me. She asked permission, and I said, yeah, go ahead. And so I've been talking to her, texting, online talking to her on a regular basis, and we have, like, a lot in common in, like, life philosophy and views and the way we see things and stuff, and, like, we're actually becoming very close friends. That's Eva_Rose86. I asked her if I could mention her name, and I'm definitely going to, because she's really super cool on Instagram. Oh, Eva_, Rose 86. So that was like the first big, hit. 2 people drawing and painting me. This kind of blew me away. And then there's some other forums I'm on. I'm on a Facebook Littles forum, which is a private group. You may or may not get in. If you do, you must be very respectful indeed. But, and I have people now every week somebody, at least one person, sends me a message or leaves a comment that I inspire them and that I give them confidence to be who they want to be and dress the way they want to dress, and like either in littledom or just confidence to get themselves out there. Like, people tell me that I'm an inspiration to them, and that's not really something I ever thought I'd hear. So I just speak all of that. And what happened just last week, I'm speaking to someone who works for, how do I keep this off the shelf? They're a pretty high up person in the diaper product industry. And they liked one of my reviews and they wanted to chat for a while. And I did, and we got along, and it was an honest chat. It wasn't some sort of it wasn't like about marketing or commercial. It was about talking about products in general and stuff and how they work. And they approached me and just wanted to have a long conversation, and we did. We talked for like an hour, and 2 days later, I get home, and as a thank you, there was this lovely dress, waiting for me in the mail. It's just unbelievable. All of these wonderful things that have happened to me in the last 2.5 months, simply because I've put my face out there, and I've put this little boy, maybe a little girl, probably a little boy, who the hell knows? I'm a little boy. I'm definitely a little boy. But, because I put this out there for everyone to enjoy, and shared my photos and put effort into it, and I'm kind of blown away. I'm really taken aback. I know there's another ramble. They're always going to be a ramble, aren't they? I always say that I'm rambling, but it's a ramble. But in 2 months, I've really embraced this very special aspect of me fully, and I refuse to be ashamed about it anymore, and I refuse to really hold it back anymore, or apologize for it, or not embrace it and not love myself for it. So, if I am inspiring confidence in people, that's something I can really be proud of, and I am. And I just want to keep telling everyone to be yourself, and be your genuine self, or be the genuine self you want to be. And that's not just about, people like to go as far as I do. I mean, this is some length to go to achieve that. But not just for us and littles and ABs or kinksters or fetishists, but maybe your real self and your most comfortable place is you just like to be quiet and wear khaki pants and a blue Oxford shirt, and that's your ultimate you. Well, man, own that, own that and be that if that's you. Just be yourself, and don't let anyone tell you you can't be yourself. So I guess that's it. But the very short version is 100 subscribers. Thank you all so very, very much. And out of a really, really rough 1.5 years or so for me, in a very emotional one, something really wonderful happened when I sort of decided to follow this bliss in a way. And I'm thankful for it. And I'm happy that I'm getting to know people and apparently touching their lives too. So it makes me feel important. And I think everyone needs to feel like they matter. And yeah, it's making me feel like I matter. And thank you. Okay. I'm not crying. Stupid. Okay. Anyway. Alright, that's it. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody.